Spotify reported their quarter results were good. Their guidance was a little disappointing. The stock's down 13%. There, I gave it to you. That's the analysis. What I want to know, Geetha, is AI and music. Is AI a threat to recorded music?
I think it is, Paul, and I think that is what we're kind of seeing reflected in, the Spotify stock market, stock price reaction today. So for Spotify, I mean, the way that they've generally framed this is that it is actually AI is going to be a positive for them because, you have AI tools that can create more personalization, that can enhance music discovery, that, can help with customization, can help with better ad targeting. So all of the things that they're saying the right things. The problem is that they will have to obviously undertake significant investments for all of that to actually happen. So we know that Spotify already offers one of the best user experiences. This is why they have a 35% subscriber share of the global music market. So there's no doubt that people really love their Spotify app, but they're going to have to really invest heavily. And I think that is what the street is getting a little bit uncomfortable about.
So how exactly is AI a competitive threat here? Do people then, I mean, is the concern that people won't subscribe to Spotify because AI can serve up music better and cheaper? Or is it that AI generated music takes the place of what Spotify can offer?
Yeah, it's actually a combination of both, Scarlett. So yes, AI generated music, and we've seen a number of platforms kind of emerge over the past few months. I mean, Suno, Udio, all of these are, yes, Suno and Udio, they're the big ones that have come up, which just offer you AI generated tracks. And people are actually tuning into those, so they, if you just look at downloads, for instance, those have kind of been off the charts. And so there's obviously a very real fear that, these can become real competitors to the traditional DSPs, to a Spotify, to a YouTube Music, to a Amazon Music. But then I think the bigger threat for Spotify is that, remember, Spotify is a pure play audio streamer. It is up against all the other big tech companies that are already investing very, very heavily in AI capabilities. So you look at YouTube Music, you look at Amazon Music, or you look at Apple Music. These are all companies that are already going to be spending something like $700 billion in capital expenditure this year just on AI developments. Google, for instance, just introduced something called Lyria Lyria 3 in March, which basically allows for AI generated music up to 3 minutes of a music track. And so this is a real risk for Spotify because, now the hyperscalers can really gain market share.
Wow. I just went on to the Suno is AI for music creators, creating stunning original music for free in seconds using our AI generator. Make your masterpieces, share with friends, and discover music from,
Wait, is music then labeled AI generated or not? I don't get it.
It is, but people still like it because,
really?
You can.
But there's no connection to anyone who's making it, is there?
Yeah, there has been actually. There have been a couple of AI generated artists that have actually topped some of the Billboard charts. So it's surprising, but they've done it. So it right now still very early, but it can become a big thing pretty fast.
And
hold on. AI generated music cannot hold concerts, right? That's the other big part of it, right?
Unless you get a robot or something.
That's no fun.
See, I'm telling you, it's all coming. So, all right, so that's music. And now that brings you to probably the biggest fear in Los Angeles and Hollywood right now, which is AI created just content in general. What are the big content creators, the Disneys of the world, the Paramounts of the world, what are they saying about that?
Yeah, so the really big thing that I think everybody is looking for is this big WGA contract, the Writers Guild contract that kind of comes up in a few weeks, actually, negotiations. And AI is obviously supposed to be a big key topic there. So far, we've not really heard any major rumblings. Yes, we've heard something from Paramount in terms of offering AI efficiencies. We've heard about Netflix talk about AI efficiencies, but nothing really significant or radical on the content creation side. So far, it's pretty benign, but all that can change pretty quickly too.